Hi guys, it's me, Danielle Danibuttons, and we have made it. We are here. We are at the finale, part 8 of my complete coloring book collection and finished pages for the year 2022. Always a mouthful. I think I say it a little bit different every time. Today, we have a good amount of books, but we have the most amount of pages. I'm actually showing you a majority of this collection is my Camellia Collection books. I have a huge old stack of them next to me. And then I'm actually going to show you all of my completely finished books, because what I think I'm going to do is, I don't know if I'm going to keep them forever, but I do still have them all right now. And then we'll have this written down. I'm thinking of keeping a tracking notebook where, especially if I'm going to get rid of the book, I can write that down and my finished pages, blah, 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 blah. So I guess it's a good time for my normal disclaimer, which is in these 8 videos, you may not have seen every single book I own. It's every single book that I own that is currently in my household, but I always am trying to encourage more people to join coloring, so I share a lot. I have given or lent books to many friends and family members, so if something is missing, that could be what happened to it. So I do plan on downsizing my collection again after this. I don't know if I'm going to donate the books or sell grab bags or try to gift more of them away to friends and family. I'm not sure, but I say that for a few reasons, which we'll talk about. I hope you are ready for the final part and the final stat. They blew my mind. So let's get right into it. Then first, I think 25 books are all Camellia Collection. So first, her miniature series. This is 50 jungle miniatures. And I have a few done in here. I loved doing the nameplate pages in these. So a majority of them, the nameplate pages are done. Not every single one yet. And I love to use glitter on that nameplate page. I have this page. I used some liquid pearls, which is nice, and I tried to do either a funky background. It feels like it was probably, oh no, I forgot all the words, gelato, and then another funky background that I went pretty crazy on are my frogs. I really do like how this one came out though. So that's it from Jungle Miniatures. Ugh, I got really bad sunburn on vacation and I'm so itchy right now. I'm entering that stage. It still hurts pretty bad, but the itchiness is killing me because it hurts to scratch. So apologize for that stopping, but I don't know what to do. All right. Then I have an untouched book. This is 50 Easter miniatures, the newest in the miniature series, and I did not get around to any of these this season, which was shocking. I mean, I color in these books all year round, but this came out in prelude to Easter. So there's tons of birds and chickens in here, which stopped me a little bit, but that's all right. We'll get to it eventually. I have a 50 summer miniatures, and I have again done this intro page. Glitter, white gel pen, and I did this one. I did this in December for my season swaps. I had a video a day all December, and it was intense. And I tried to make this spring, am I in spring or summer? Summer. I made this summer page look like Christmas. I think I did pretty good. It looks pretty Christmassy to me. Then we have 50 autumn miniatures, and I did the nameplate page. Shocking. Lots of glitter on that one. I did this monochrome all pink page. I did a few of the Halloween ones in here. And I actually did this for Buddy Colorathon, I think. I think this was Shaina's page for Buddy Colorathon 2020. And unfortunately, my red is yellowing, so I just have paper on both sides to try to protect these snails specifically. Then I did, yeah, so this is before I discovered the bleed proof white. So this was just white gel pen over the red, and it looks real bad. So I tried to make it look like snow. So I fuzzied the edges of everything. I don't know what was going on, but that was the idea. Another Christmas, oh yeah, Halloweeny page with iridescent medium on the mouse. I think this was another monochrome page, but it might not have been. It's pretty monochrome though. Then I really love the word pages in these books, so I've done a lot of those too. So there's Hello Autumn and Happy Halloween. I think my camera's a little crooked. Let me see. Yeah, I tilted a little bit. Now we're gonna see Index Card Mountain, but that's okay. Next is 50 romantic miniatures, and guess what I did? The intro page. There's not too much glitter on this one compared to the others though. I've done, I love in her books when she references coloring and art supplies. That's like my favorite pages to do. Then the I Heart You cups, not my favorite. I don't love the color palette, but it's different, so that's nice. Then we have the donuts that drove me crazy, because instead of being smart and just going over the sprinkles, I tried with my alcohol markers to go around them all. It was very stressful. Then I definitely did this for a group buddy color video. That was a cute one. I think this was a buddy color with Shaina, and I tried to make it look like a hanging sign. So obviously I framed it myself. I think that the black is just really stark. I don't know, but it's cute. Definitely a monochrome page. I think I was doing a challenge with Sam and I picked red, so I had to do all red. And again, the word, so Happy Valentine's Day. Cute. Then I have 50 safari miniatures, and shockingly, I only have the one page done in here. Like, I double checked, but I just have the flamingo and the rhino, which I think I also did for a group buddy color. I love these books for group buddy colors because they're pretty popular, so usually a lot of people get to participate. Now I have 50 spring miniatures, and I did the nameplate page. I tried to like match the font, but there's not enough room, so it looks a little boxy. And this one, I love this page. I don't remember, I feel like I filmed this one too, but I don't know for what. And some flower pot houses. I tried to do something. I don't know. I do try to let myself experiment in these books since there are so many pages and they're pretty large images, so it's good for experiments. And there we go, another word page. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Next is 50 Halloween miniatures, which I did the nameplate page. You're right. And this little cutie, this is her currently only black background miniature book, and I love it, so hopefully more of these come in the future. This page I did with Emily when I visited her in Chicago. We colored this, right? Yeah. Was this the one we did live, or was this the one we did on our own? I'm not sure. And then we did that one too, together. So that was fun. I think we did them live. I did this one. This was potentially a season swap to make it summery, but I'm not sure. But I definitely made, or tried to make the fox a fairy instead of a witch. And the monsters. I love these monsters. They're so fun. So. Then I have 50 winter miniatures. And the intro page. Oh, wow. I love how the pine cones look. And I have a very glittery, what happened there? Glittery snow couple. Cute, cute. Another monochrome page. I do that a lot. I think monochrome's in my challenge cup and it comes up every once in a while. These guys, they kind of freak me out, but they're fun, I guess. Use metallic gel pen all over. Lightning bugs. Awesome. And guess what? The word. So hello winter. And Merry Christmas. Then I have 50 Christmas miniatures, and I only have 2 done in here so far. This one I loved because I added these stickers. So they are light bulb stickers, and I just thought that was fun. And I love the teddy bear. And then I have done the mice. And I added like the pattern on their scarf. Oh, wow. So I'm excited to do more in here. I think my problem with the seasonal ones is that I'm like always overwhelmed in the season they come out. But like the next year, we're gonna go crazy in here. We'll see. That's the goal. Then I have 50 autumn mandalas. I got all of these books in between November and December last year. And apparently I have not colored in this one yet, which surprises me. But I can't find anything. So that one's currently empty. And I have 1.5 pages done in here, but I only tabbed 1. This is 50 wintertime mandalas. And I did this whole page with the Dollar Tree glitter gel pens, and this is so incredibly sparkly. I love these gel pens a whole ton, and I don't see them very often, but if you see them at your Dollar Tree, pick them up. They're also worth the $1.25. And unfortunately, I also don't have anything done yet in 50 romantic mandalas and heart designs. And this one's super cute. I love this one a lot. But again, I got it November, December, and have not gotten to it. So, and shockingly, I don't have anything done in 50 stylish mandalas either. I think this one is because one of my 10 books to finish this year is a mandala book, so I've been focusing on that one before branching out into these other mandalas. But of course, Camellia's and mandalas are my favorite mandalas, and we will get into here. I know this one is a lot of people's favorites. This one has like black, so it's less likely you'll have white space, and I personally use white space when I do my mandalas, so I think this one might be a little bit of a challenge for me, but I'm very excited. And then apparently out of order, I have 50 summertime mandalas, in which I have also finished 1 and also used those gel pens. I tried to do 1 from each of the seasons, which is why they're all done in the same gel pens, and then I used regular markers in the middle. And then 50 springtime mandalas, which I also just recently did 1 with those glitter gel pens. So there's all of those. All right, now let's do, I have 2 more seasonal things that I'm gonna, 1 more seasonal thing that I'm gonna hop to the top, and then everybody else's mandalas. So 50 Halloween mandalas. And I've done this one. This one I did in regular, like all the orange is regular gel pens instead of even glitter. And to be honest, it was not my favorite experience at all. I really only like glitter gel pens. I think I need to just use regular more often, but yikes. I don't know. It's also because neon is hard to work with a lot of the times. And then this was all done in permanent marker. I don't know if I love the color palette, but I feel like it made sense with the items. I don't know. So that is that one. All right, now my Mandala collection, right? Yes. So I actually I do not have all of her books, and I guess I would say one day I would love to have them all, but again, I'm just trying to work my way through what I got. So the first book I got by her, and my first ever, I think, Mandala specific book, first one I can remember / the first one I enjoyed, was 101 Unique Mandalas. And I think this book is a great starter mandala book because it has a whole ton of different styles in here, and a lot of the styles she has in here she also has full books on. So if you end up loving something specific, it's really easy to find more, and that's really cool. So I've done a few in here. I did the ants one. And I use all different methods when I do my mandalas. So a lot of these are like standard mandalas. Then I forget what she calls these, but she calls these something specific because there's a bunch of that style. Ugh, I'm sorry that I forget. But I did 2 of them. Then, yep, there's a whole book on celestial mandalas. And there's a whole heart book. There's another heart. This one reminds me of like the swirly / spiral ones. I wish that there was a whole book of the geometric ones. This is actually probably my favorite. So I need more of those. Then I think these are called like lotus flowers. So she has a whole book of lotus mandalas. I also need a whole book of fruit mandalas. Then these are very reminiscent of all of those seasonal ones that I just showed you with the image in the middle. And these next ones were from like simple mandalas. So she has a book of really easy ones. And this one is kind of a mess and a pile of mess. So I don't know. But there's also some of her animal ones in here. And there's some of her Celtic ones. There's a bunch of styles. So if you have never tried mandalas and are iffy about it, I highly, highly recommend this book. It's also like $6 and it's crazy. It might be $7 by now. But it's either way, even if it was $10, it would still be very affordable for what you're getting. So that is that one. Then I have 50 Nighttime Mandalas, which is black background. And I love this one a lot. And I need to work more in here. But again, I've been focusing on the rest of them. So I do have, I think, 5 pages done that this book belongs to. I've just been working on this one in order. So I only needed 1 index card. And I think that is it. I think this was a random color generator. Yeah. So that's those 5. These are a lot of fun. Then the Sun and Moon mandalas, the celestial ones. And I only have 1 done in here so far. But purple and yellow are my favorite colors. So that is what I went for. Mandalas for relaxation and meditation. It's another just generic mandala book. And I only have the 1 done because, again, you'll see. We're getting to it. But there's that. Then I have 50 spiral mandalas. I'm positive there's a book called 50 swirly mandalas, and I thought I had it, but I cannot find it. So maybe I do not yet have it. But I have 1 done in here. Let me flip through this one again. In the last part, I found I had missed a page. So I'm going to quick flip. No, I wonder if in the back, because she has them all listed, but obviously they're listed as the new ones come out. So if Swirly came after this, it won't be listed here. So, but there's that one. And then, of course, this guy, 100 Beautiful. So I am not, I don't think, going to flip through every single page right now. I might flip as I'm talking. But I just want you to know this is one of my 10 books to finish for the year. And when I do get to the flip, I'm definitely going to go much more in depth and talk about how I picked my color palettes and all that fun stuff. But I currently have 84 out of 100 of them done. So I mostly go in order. And I think I did the first 71 in order. And then I started to also work from the back when I was doing the gel pen challenge. So I have a bunch done from the back. So yes, I don't necessarily want to flip through all of these right now. So I'm just going pretty quick, but let's do it this way. There's a ton done in here. And again, I will be getting you a detailed flip when we finish entirely, which I'm hoping will be in the next few months because it's one of my 10 books to finish. So, yes, there's that stack. That is my complete Camellia Collection, minus potentially the swirly ones that's missing. So, all right. Next, these last handfuls are just like some of my favorite books or illustrators, and they live on the shelf with my Camellia books, and that's why they're here. So I have Yubikoy Mandala Magic Volume 2 by Danibuttons of Unusual Suspects. And I am a huge fan of this shop, this illustrator, these books. And yes, big fan. So I only have 2 done in Volume 2 so far. So I've tabbed those. I have the Jaws Because Sharks. Super cute. And the Main Attraction Unicorns. Love it. So glittery and rainbow. So that's it so far. I definitely want to work more in here, but as you can imagine, book 1 is one of my 10 books to finish this year. So I've been focusing on that. And because of that, here it is, Yubikoy book 1. I also have not tabbed this one because I think I have finished, let me see, I wrote it down. I, at the time, had 19 finished. I might have only done 2 in here. So I either have 21 or 22 done in here. So I don't know. I don't want to flip through this one. I know. I feel like I'm cheating you guys, but this is also kind of hard to flip through because it's a top book instead. So I'll give you a peek at a few of them. But hopefully, again, by the end of the year, you will see all of these. And to be honest, I have done a lot of these in videos because they're just some of my favorites. Also, Noodles is killing me because we have like 15 books left and she's gonna start barking. Oh, are you gonna noodle? Thank you. This one is a sneak peek for my May finishes because I just finished this one. So Sam is gonna deal with the doodle. I think our neighbor is moving and I think he's getting a, what is it called? Like big trash can, but that's not what it's called. A dumpster in his driveway for clearing out stuff in his house. So, all right, another favorite illustrator that I have not officially finished any work from is, I think, Aeppol, A-E-P-P-O-L, I think. I have no idea how that's pronounced. I apologize if that's wrong. But this is Forest Girl Coloring Book Volume 1. And I love books that have the original illustration on one side that you can kind of copy. So, I have a Forever Whip, come on, in here. And it is this page. And one day I will get back to this book, but I'm just scared. And I need to suck it up because they're beautiful. So even if I like trash it, I still have the original beautiful image. So there is that one. And then I also have, I think, is this volume 2? And this is like the premium. It's very strange. All 3 volumes. There are 3 volumes that currently exist to my knowledge. And all 3 of them are different. They're different sizes. They're different papers. I don't really get it. And I think all 3 are available on Amazon. I know I bought my original one. No, I think I randomly found it on Amazon, but a lot of people were buying it from Etsy. But now they're all on Amazon. And I keep almost buying volume 3. But I'm like, I gotta color something. But this is the premium edition. And I think it is watercolor paper. Not positive. But I don't have anything done in here. But it's gorgeous. It's so pretty. And I just want, hey, that page was in the last one. Weird. Weird because I just randomly opened to it too. But I desperately want to color something in here. And I just love copying the illustration. So that will probably be my plan, at least for my first page. We'll see. But that's those. And then another absolute favorite illustrator of mine is Emily Liedel Oberg. I have both of her books, which unfortunately the second one I'm going to show you has been out of print for a long time, but this one is available on Amazon to my knowledge. I have purchased this book probably for 4 or 5 people because I'm like, everybody needs this. So every time I need to get a gift and this is on your list, this is what you're gonna get from me. But I love this book and I like using water medium. So this is Inktense, and then I think these are both Neo Color too. And then another Inktense, I want to say. And this is just like Michael's brand $5 watercolor pencils. I don't have any actual watercolor pencils because Inktense are technically ink instead of watercolor. And then Neocolor 2s are crayons. So I had this set, but it's not very high quality. So that could be a one-day thing. Then I have, this one was Inktense also. Then I have a Forever Whip that I was trying to do with my Holbein color pencils. But even then, I'm just not a Holbein or a color pencil girl right now. And I think I have like a 3 or 4. Let's calm down, rein it in. I have a 3 or 4 part video on my channel in like 2018 doing this page, but that is all Inktense. Then this is those color pencils. I really love it because it's like pastel-y, and that's something you don't really get from Inktense because they're intense. Like this, for example, is Inktense, fun and bright. Then I have this one, Inktense again. This one's definitely Neocolor. This might be my first page. I tried a Neocolor. And Inktense again. And finally, I think more Inktense. So there is that. I highly recommend this book. I just love her style. Sometimes it's like overwhelming to look at, but then if you just like, it works. It works when you get down to it. Because again, like you don't have to color each little bit. You could just color the whole section. So, but that is Fairy Tale by Emily Liedhall Oberg. Okay, then I have Sagor Ox Sagner. This is the out of print book. This is like my holy grail coloring book. It originally existed and then went out of print once, and I was among many to email the publisher, and I was like, please bring it back. And they did, and I ordered it instantly, and it was like definitely at the time my most expensive coloring book, potentially still my most expensive coloring book because of shipping, but I absolutely love it, and I'm afraid to color in it. So for the most part, I've been trying to go in order. I realized I think I missed one. A page. I'm remembering I did another page. Yeah, nobody move. I have to change all of my stats. Hold on. Because this is like the big stats at the end. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So for the most part, my goal in this book is to just start from the beginning and go for it, because there are some pages that are bird heavy and I don't want to not like leave birds to the end. And I would love to one day finish this all. So I used a bunch of different stuff. Here, this is me trying to be fancy too. I did the polka dots in the background, and I actually really like how that looks. I think I did the girl in color pencils. I don't know if I added those freckles or they were there. It looks like they were there. I used Inktense again, and then the background with my white polka dots. And then this one, I was inspired by someone on Instagram, which I don't remember now, but in the video I showed this, I definitely shouted that person out, and they essentially framed it in, and I love how this looks. And I would like to do that a lot more with a lot of different coloring books. And then I did this one for a challenge video too, that I'm pretty sure it was like a book that intimidates you. So, and I think I also used Inktense for that. So then I did this one with my friend Brittany. She doesn't make videos anymore, but way back in the day. And I remembered that I did Santa, which is the last page. And I was gonna allow myself to also work from the back if I so chose, but then it's a double page at the back, and I was like, oh, we'll see if we ever get to that. So, but those are all the ones in Sagor Ox Sagner. This is probably like my favorite book ever. I don't know. I love it. And I just always feel bad because I don't love it because it's hard to get. It just happened to work that way, so I always feel guilty because tons of people will ask about this one. And I know that Emily Liedhall Oberg has a Facebook, so you could totally go over there and be like, hey girl, like come out with some more stuff, because she's obviously still an illustrator, but I don't know if she's published anything else. I do think that she did come out with a like postcard book, but I never got that one. So then I have another unfinished book, or untouched book, unfortunately. This is like Rabbit Girl, I'm not sure, but I wanted this one for years and years and years, and Sam got it for our first wedding anniversary because the anniversary like theme is paper, so what made more sense than coloring books? But I have yet to touch it because I'm afraid, and I really want to do like pastels, and we'll see. But it's so cute. I love it a lot. So one day I will be brave, but not yet. So, all right, the remainder of my books are completely finished. So I'm going to show, and again, flip as we talk. This is Color Quest. I showed you that I bought a new one, and this is almost like a spoiler with all the answers, but that's okay. This was one of my first adult color by number books, and the pages are perforated, so be careful turning them. I use mostly, what are you called? Permanent markers. I did some with alcohol markers, And apparently I did some with water-based markers, I assume, because back when I got the book, I did not yet have any alcohol markers. So I love this book so much so I bought a second copy, and I cannot wait to do it a second time. So here are all of these pages. I'm mostly showing these. This one is, I will likely never get rid of. So I guess I'll talk about that as I go. That this one is almost definitely going to stick around in my collection forever. Something crazy would have to happen to get rid of this one. But I guess never say never. But I'm saying not right now. I love it, I love it. And then there they are. And then I had a good idea because I also do some like journaling and stuff like that. And especially once you're done with the whole book, you could like cut this page out and use all of these little images. So I'm still debating if I'm going to, but that's a good idea. Wait, my charger's popping out. So that book is done. Then I have Christmas Delights cross-stitch style. This is technically book 2 in that series, but it was the first one I had. These are a little hard to show because of the premium paper, but this one was a fun one. I enjoyed this a lot. And I worked originally from back to front, so all of this wasn't affecting me as I was going. The round ones are my favorite style. But these books are great, and I am so happy to have them all and will continue to work in them. And again, this one will likely stay in my collection because I have the rest of the series. It feels silly to me to get rid of just a random one in the middle. So there's that. Then I have Fairy Magic by Color Questopia, and I'm pretty sure this is officially my first finish of all of these. Not positive, but I think so. And this one could potentially be on the chopping block. I did not really do anything special in here. For the most part, I stayed with the colors, and I don't know. Again, for now, I'm likely keeping everything because I still currently have the space for it, but I could see this getting the axe just because it's relatively basic, and I don't mean that to be offensive to the book, but because I had a lot of fun doing it. Also, I did end up doing one page in the back of this. I do not consider these part of me finishing or not finishing the book. I did not buy this book to get owls, you know what I mean? So if I never finish this, that's fine. If I do get to go back and do some of these, that's also fine, but it is finished in my eyes. Then I have Stone Mosaics, book 1. This one I just finished this year, and you probably already saw my flip, unless you're new, which welcome. Thanks for sticking around, especially this far into the video and series. But this one is kind of also on the fence. I might end up keeping it for a while because it is also part of a series, but it is number 1 in a series. I've also debated cutting out my favorite pages and getting rid of the book, especially as space becomes more limited. So like I would keep that turtle page that we passed and maybe the mushroom and then get rid of the rest. I don't know. Especially with books like Stone Mosaic, what I love about it is that there's no theme, but sometimes that means I don't care about every page equally. But I enjoyed the process of doing it. So these are getting stuck together. So yeah, so in the future, I might just keep 2 or 3 pages from this and get rid of it, which I think also would be a nice representation of the books that I'm getting rid of. So like maybe I'd keep one, my favorite fairy in the last book, and then my favorite few in here. And that's like a good reminder of what's done. I have Lines, Spots, Dots, Christmas. This one is definitely on the chopping block. Yeah. Once these are done, they're pretty done. They're not even always the easiest to look at afterwards. And this book in particular is already falling apart. So I, again, had a great time while I was doing it, but don't necessarily need to keep this one forever. Yeah, I'm definitely going to write everything down because I do enjoy the idea of knowing how many pages I've colored. Again, since I haven't kept every single book in my possession, I am sure that these numbers are not perfect, but it's still nice to know. So hopefully this is not too fast to be frustrating, but we have a lot to get through. And again, I did a flip of this earlier this year, so there's that. And then I have Christmas Fantasy, color by number, black background by Color Questopia. And again, this one is most likely on the chopping block. I will, now that I've thought of it, I really like the idea of keeping my favorite page or two and then having that be like the record of it. And again, that's the great part about doing YouTube and Instagram and things like that, is that I have a record of all of these pages in those places. So I enjoy that. I can always look back and see what I have completed. So this one is on the chopping block. Plus all this yellowing. Ugh, there's all of Santa. And again, I don't think I did any in the back. No. I have two Kira Sherznova color by color books, the Mandala series. So color by color tender mandalas. I was obsessed with these books. I like marathon through these books. These are two that I could potentially buy second copies of. They were just that much fun for me. I know that Sun Life Drawing has come out with the combo of both of these books in one as color by number, but I really love the colorful background and the color by color process. I am not in a rush to repurchase these, and that could mean they will go out of stock. But I obviously have enough books to keep me company while I wait, you know? So, but these were both so much fun. So that is that one. And color by color stained glass mandala. These, I'm not sure if I will get rid of them or not. Again, at this moment, I'm likely not to get rid of any of these because I do currently have enough space. But if in the future I need space, there's a few I'd get rid of first, but then maybe these could go. They're just so pretty. And so pretty. So pretty. So, I love these. And then finally, this one I will never be getting rid of. This is Baby Dragons by Jade Summer, and it's special for like 7 reasons, including this book got my best friend Lydia into coloring also. I gave it to her, and she actually colored the whole first half very, very quickly. So all of these are Lydia's, and I will, besides this quick flip, not be flipping through those. But for the second half, since there's doubles, this book is where Samuel came up with split coloring. And this is what we were doing in the beginning of 2020. If you know, when everybody was home, we spent our time doing this. So it was really fun and special. And I will keep this book forever. And I'm just going to flip through our split colors. So mine are always on the left near the spine, and his are on the right. And he definitely went through lots of different mediums that he used. But I love these a lot. So I mostly used, I almost said permanent marker, alcohol marker. So it was so fun because we would try to do a few of these. I almost want to say we tried to do one a day, but that kind of feels like too much. But if you remember in the beginning, we thought we would have like 2 weeks. So yeah, that wasn't true. But we did a bunch of them. Obviously, we did all of them. So I love how so many of them came out. I think they look really cool. And it's funny that we didn't match very often. So that was cool too. I'm sad because now we usually try to use the same medium, and I just think it makes it match up better even if the colors are different. because I remember my friend Toll was like, wow, you're being mean to Sam because look at his side. Like, the markers are drying out. And I was like, he picked it. See, because this looks better just because they're markers. But he, I think, bought these markers at Michael's for like $5. But I just think they're so fun. And so cute. So I really like this. I'm actually enjoying flipping through this again. I haven't done it since Lydia gave it back. I think I flipped, but it's been a little bit, and I'm remembering doing all these pages, and I really love my color schemes. And it's funny because I originally was going to color the other half myself and just do the full pages, but I'm so happy that 18 tries to get a match. I wrote at the bottom. I don't know if you could see, because that's pretty similar. I'm so happy that instead now she colors, and like I've since gotten her different supplies for holidays and things like that. So, but that is the finale. Whew. Are you ready for our stats? So, part 8, I showed you 40 different books, of which 7 were untouched completely and 9 were finished completely. So, okay. And in these 40 books, I finished 440 pages. Which means my tallies for everything, for all 8 parts, 406 books. Whew. That actually did really surprise me. I'm going to see if I can open my computer quick enough. I didn't think of this. Oh, I'm so sorry for showing you my whole arm, my burnt arm. Can I open this fast enough? I don't know. Come on, come on, come on. We're all awkwardly waiting here. Last year, I had, in my Everything But Disney collection. Oh, wait, is that how many books I had? Or is that how many pages I had? I had 202 books plus my Disney collection. And now I have 406 books. I'm going to guess my Disney collection was around 40. And I'm going to guess I doubled my Disney collection also. So I got almost 160 new books since last time. And that includes, or that essentially doesn't include books I've given away. So big yikes. That surprised me a lot. And now, the more embarrassing stat for me is 117 of my 406 books are untouched. Now, yikes. Again, that's pretty embarrassing. I'm not too pleased with that number. About 30 of them are Disney, which is not really an excuse, but at least in my mind, like, I am intentionally collecting them. It doesn't really matter if I ever touch them. You know what I'm saying? So that would really take us down to about 90 untouched books out of 406, which is not great. So I really would love to focus this year on either using more books or acknowledging I will not and giving them away or selling them or gifting them, whatever, or donating them, whatever the situation is. I don't want this number to be that high. That's essentially a quarter of my collection is not yet touched. So, and then I had the 9 finished books, which is I've finished 9 books, which again, not the best numbers, but I am proud to be finishing books at all. I'm pretty sure all of these were finished in 2020 and 2021, even though I've been coloring since 2017 in adult books and my whole life in all books. So that's definitely good progress to now be completing books. And I do have plans to complete more this year. Yes. And then finally, if I've tallied correct, all of what I've showed you has been 1,390 pages. So that's a good number, I think. It's fun. It's a good time. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that, but that's how many we got to. And yeah, that's the end. I hope you enjoyed this series and stuck around for the whole thing. If you did, you're a real VIP, MVP, all those acronyms that denote you being awesome. I think our secret word is going to have to be a dragon or a dragon emoji. But yeah, let me know any final parting thoughts. What'd you think? Did anything surprise you? Do you hate me now? Like, is that number, the 117 untouched, like absolutely disgusting? How many books do you think are in your collection? I know even amongst my friends, I have some people that have much less, and I have some friends that have much more. So again, this number is a little bit high for me. I think we're gonna see. I might be doing some decluttering like I've been mentioning, just because I want to keep it manageable for me. The problem is like I have been saying, will always be collecting Disney without feeling guilty, because that's just kind of my thing and I enjoy it, whatever. So it's going to be hard when that number is going to increase to keep everything low. So this might be close to what my forever number is. We'll see. We'll see. But I thank you so much for watching. Like, what? Is that how this goes? I almost said the number 6. Like this video if you enjoyed. Comment anything you want to comment down below, including our secret word / emoji dragon. Subscribe if you haven't. I'm a fun time, and even though this series is over, we have more fun stuff coming your way. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, friends.